What's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Oscar, and in today's video I want to go over whether or not you should care about investing. And the short answer is yes. But if you've seen any of my other videos before, you probably would have already guessed that. So now I just want to get into the reasons why I believe it is so important and why it is in your best interest to make it your #1 priority. And just to clarify, I mean that it should be your top priority in terms of finances, not your overall life. So if you're gonna leave me hate comments, make sure it's about how long my hair is getting. So if you're ready for this, go ahead and drop a like down on the video. I'd really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Now first off, just a quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor or anything of the sorts. So anything that I say, make sure you do your own research on before making any financial mistake for yourself. Real quick, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the sentence beforehand, I said make sure you do your own research before making any financial mistake. I meant to say decision. I didn't realize that until right now when I was trying to edit the video. So my bad. I meant do your own research before making any decision for yourself. Okay? Don't get that mixed up. So now with that out of the way, reason number 1 is that inflation steals the value of your money year over year. Have you ever heard your parents or maybe your grandparents complaining about the price of things going up over time? Or maybe about how in the 1950s you could get a bottle of Coke for just a nickel, whereas now you can't find a bottle of Coke for anything under $1? The reason behind both of those is due to inflation. For those of you who don't know, inflation is the general increase in prices for goods and services, which causes the decrease in purchasing power for your money. For example, say you bought groceries at the start of the year in January and your total came out to $100. Now exactly 1 year later, you go back to that exact same store, you buy all the exact same things, but this time when you're at the register, your total comes out to $103. Why is that? You still picked up the same things, your $100 bill is still worth $100, but those $100 buy you less today than they would have last year. And that's no accident, because they're price gouging. I'm just kidding. But the real reason is that the Federal Reserve aims to keep inflation around 2 to 3% year over year. And this is to encourage spending and innovation, or in other words, investing. Have you ever heard of a millionaire who saved their way to $1 million? Neither have I. That's because trying to save that much money would be very difficult, if not nearly impossible for the average person to do so. Because there would be so many things working against you, and quite frankly, you'll be making it a lot harder on yourself than you really have to. So if you're trying to save your way to being rich, just keep in mind that Uncle Sam is working against you. Next on our list is something called compound interest. Compound interest is essentially where the money you make goes and makes you even more money, and then that money goes and makes you even more and more money, and so on. Or if it helps you to think of it this way, just think about a snowball rolling down a hill, and as it continues to roll down the hill, it just keeps picking up more and more snow, getting bigger and bigger exponentially. And I'm going to show you how you can become a millionaire by the time you retire with just $300 a month using this principle. So this on screen is called a compound interest calculator, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to mess around with it. So just watch for a second. So for our initial investment, we're just going to type $0, but in the monthly contribution, we're going to do $300. Years, we're going to do 45. So if you keep this up from the age you're 18 to the age of 65, which is typically around where most Americans retire. Interest rate, we'll do 7%, and that's pretty easy to do in the stock market, averaging around 7 to 10. And then leave everything else as is and hit calculate. Your $300 a month would turn into almost $1.2 million by the time you're 65. And of those almost $1.2 million, you would have contributed less than $200,000 of that. It's insane. No wonder Einstein called it the 8th wonder of the world. So if you don't want to believe me, take it from Einstein, because I'm willing to bet you have probably heard of him. Third is that you are less likely to spend that money if it is invested, because if you wanted to spend that money, not only would you have to sell your investment, But you would also have to wait for that money to be transferred to your bank account, which would likely take several days to do so. And hopefully that would be enough of a barrier for you to ask yourself whether or not what you want to buy is really necessary or if it's just an impulse purchase. And if you don't know what those are, impulse purchases are basically the purchases you didn't intend to make, but as soon as you see them, they catch your eye and you buy it without thinking twice. That's why grocery stores tend to have a bunch of candy at the checkout line. Next, have you ever heard the phrase, money is the root of all evil? Well, if you have, let me explain to you why I believe that saying is incorrect. Money does not corrupt anyone with a strong moral compass. Money only exaggerates the already existing traits of whatever person is in possession of it. So in other words, if you give a good person a lot of money, then you give that person a tool to do a lot of good with. Just look at Mr. Beast, for example. He makes a lot of money off of his YouTube channel, but a lot of times he's just giving it all away to complete strangers. But if you give a bad person a lot of money, then you give them a tool to do a lot of bad and a lot of harm with. Fifth is that whenever you become consistent and really dedicated to investing whenever possible, you start to become more self-aware in other aspects of your life that could use improvement, and your dedication can and probably will spill over into other areas of your life like exercising, eating a healthier diet, getting enough sleep, and so on. You just naturally start noticing other areas in your life that need improvement and start adjusting accordingly. The reasons I invest are threefold. First, my family doesn't have a lot of money and my parents are getting older. They are both in their 50s and will only be able to work for a couple more years. And after that, they will need someone to lean on, which will hopefully be all three of their kids. So I need to be ready to help them like they have helped me. Second is that my family, like I mentioned, doesn't have a whole lot. Now we have enough to get by, and we now live more comfortable than we have in the past. But we have had to worry about money and wonder if we had enough of it. And I remember growing up that I always felt like there was something holding us back, but I never knew what it was because I had no concept of money at that age. And I don't want my kids to feel like that or feel like they are limited by anything that is out of their control. I don't want the price of anything to be the determining factor like it is today. And lastly, I want to help people who don't have the means to help themselves. And I want to make a lasting impact in many people's lives. Now, I'm a long way from achieving any of those three, but those are the driving factors behind me. And if you resonated with any of those or you thought of your own, then maybe investing could be worth it for you to pursue. But with that said, that wraps it up for this week's video. If you found any of this information helpful, make sure you drop a like down below. I'd really appreciate it. And comment anything for the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to keep seeing any of my new videos, make sure you subscribe for a brand new video every Monday. And with that said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next week with another video.